So I'm going to start my mini-series, a Philippine dish, Kare Kare, K-A-R-E, K-A-R-E, Kare Kare, peanut sauce with beef or pork or chicken or whatever, different kinds of meats, different areas. So one of the main components in this Kare Kare is banana blossom. So I gotta peel this sucker back and take these things off. You can use these. The inner ones are good. And you take the stamen out of the middle and chop these into little pieces. But these outer leaves, you don't use these outer leaves, and then eventually you get down to like the white part, which I call the heart, and then you chop that into pieces and use that. That's all I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use these these eventually turn into bananas. But I'm not gonna use that part. I'm just gonna use the white part inside the heart. I got not a Chinese, but just a regular American type eggplant. The Chinese eggplants that I saw, the long ones, they look like cucumbers. They were kind of nasty looking. I didn't want to get them, so I'll use the eggplant. And I'm going to use this eggplant here and lemon to put in the water to keep the vegetables nice and fresh. I got bok choy. I'll cut the thicker pieces down here by the stems, into sections, and then the leaves I'll just, cut a couple pieces of leaves, and I'll use those. Got onion and garlic. I got regular garlic, but I'm still trying to use this garlic. That's good garlic, minced up. It requires peanut butter. I'm using a no sugar peanut butter. This is natural peanut butter. I don't know, half a cup to 3/4 of a cup I'll probably use to help make the sauce thicker and season it. That's part of the main idea of this whole dish is this peanut butter. You can use the sugar kind with like the Jif or Skippy or whatever. And these seeds will help color the dish. Doesn't really bring a lot of flavor to the dish, but it helps color it. Annatto seeds. You put those in hot water and let it soak for a little while, like a cup of hot water, and you just use the water to color the liquid to color the dish. And this here will be a couple spoons of this probably, and it's shrimp paste to help season. Just a regular. They have hot, and they have mild, and they have regular, whatever. And ground peanuts, I'll grind some of these roasted peanuts up to add in with the peanut butter. I'll probably add the ground up peanuts in the sauce before I add the peanut butter to help let them cook a little bit. Also, I'm going to toast some rice in a pan. Toast the rice and then grind it in a grinder to help. It'll be like toasted rice to help thicken the dish along with the peanut butter. And you can use cornstarch or flour or rice flour or rice whatever, but I'm going to use toasted ground rice. It's more authentic, I think. Then I got my beef oxtail. I got just a little over 1 kilo beef oxtail to go in, and tripe. Now this is a mess. Look at this. It's tripe. So this here I'm gonna boil this for a little while and get the scum off of it, and add it with the oxtail to make the broth I'm just going to cook this tripe a little separate at first, because I know it releases some of the smell, and I want to get some of the scum out of it, stuff like that, and then I'll add it to this later on. And this is gonna the oxtail is gonna boil in, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours till it gets really super tender. Yeah, I'll add this in after, I don't know, an hour. I'll rinse this and cook it and rinse it again. I'll chop it into pieces. Then I got the green beans. I don't have the Philippine beans, the long ones, so I'm using my own green beans, and it'll be pretty authentic. I mean, these banana blossoms, I'm gonna use the heart. This ought to be fun. But yeah, the lemon will help keep it fresh. I'll put it in a little bit of lemon water along with this eggplant until it needs to get cooked. I probably will fry these separate and then add them to the Kare Kare after the meat and the tripe, oxtail and tripe cook. I'll fry all these separate in another pan. I'll make the sauce with the peanut butter and stuff, and the coloring and the shrimp paste. Thicken it and then add the vegetables last. So that's the rundown. I got all the good stuff. This ought to be fun. I gotta get to this tearing down this thing. Banana blossom. It ought to be fun. We'll try to make an authentic Kare Kare. So watch part 2, or if I need part 3. Probably need part 3 to finish by the time it's ready to eat. Alright? So yeah, this oxtail, I'm going to add the water in there. Probably a little salt, pepper, and the tripe I cut into pieces. Not real small, but chunks. And I'll cook that. I'm going to cook this about an hour. Probably empty the water once or twice, and then I'm going to add it in here with this stuff. And let it finish up. Probably, I don't know, 2.5 hours or so till this is all tender. And then I can continue making the dish. So that's the end of part 1. All the ingredients. And thanks for watching. Yummy.